You are not alone. People love and care about you and your well-being whether you know it or not. You are one of a kind. Your life has such a great deal of potential and significance. This word has so much meaning. For me, every time I hear it, it feels like a chill through my body and a shot to my chest. My name is Stephen Carter, and my beloved brother Robert Akira Carter had taken his life on Thursday, November 27th of 2014. There hasn't been a day that I haven't thought about him or what I could have done to prevent what happened. I have experienced many feelings since the incident, including guilt, blame, depression. There have even been times where I couldn't believe it had happened to him. I have been at rock bottom, where I didn't feel as if life was enjoyable anymore. It felt as if there was a cloud constantly hanging over my head. Days just felt dull and dragged out. I had no friends at the time because I had just moved up here to Cadillac from downstate, so I felt as if there was nobody to talk or vent to. I began taking therapy and talking about all these caged feelings, and I actually felt a relief. It wasn't much, but it was a start. I felt as if I broke down an emotional barrier that was keeping me from expressing myself. I felt free. That cloud hanging over my head was finally gone. Days began getting better as life went on. I began talking to people, making friends, sharing feelings. After a couple years went by, my mood has definitely picked up. I feel happy once again. I try to look at the situation differently now. I believe he is at peace, and I'm living life for him now. Although I can't change the past, I want to be there for anyone that needs someone for talking or venting to, or at the least, let them know and show them that there are caring people to reach out to. Such as your parents or siblings, they always have an open ear to listen about how you feel or what's on your mind. What does someone suicidal look like? The answer is like any one of us. Signs that they could be thinking or having these feelings may include talking about wanting to die or kill themselves in a serious manner, talking about feeling hopeless or having no reason to live, acting anxious or recklessly, withdrawing or isolating themselves from any social activities. Reasons for thinking, attempting, or committing these actions. There are many reasons for suicide, including depression, bullying, addiction, illness, such as mental or physical, PTSD, and the list goes on. Be aware. Asking someone if they are suicidal will not cause them to do it. Suicide is preventable. Dare to ask the question. Suicide is the second leading cause of death for young adults. 80% of suicide deaths are among men, and women attempt suicide 3 times more often than men do. Most suicides stem from wanting the unbearable pain to stop. Impulsivity, especially among youth, is increasingly linked to suicidal behavior. Healing. For every suicide, there are at least 6 survivors who are immediately affected. If you have lost someone to suicide, the first thing you need to know is that you are not alone. Lean into your grief. You can't go around it, over it, nor under it. You have to go right through it to be well again. You had no choice and no control over the suicide, but you do have a choice to survive it. Survivors of suicide need healing helpers who will absorb their guilt, shame, and stigma for as long as it's needed. It may not be helpful to compare yourself with other survivors of suicide. No 2 people grieve the same. The National Suicide Prevention Hotline, if needed, is 1-800-273-TALK. That's 1-800-273-8255. Don't be afraid to call. Please take a moment of silence for those we have lost. Trevor Wayne May. Cody Richard Dunning, Corey Rivard Jr., John Forrester, Paul Joseph Jean, Christopher Michael Labby, Robert Akira Carter.